So these are all the pros and cons that you have to weigh out when you're hiring an attorney. If you're going to hire someone hourly, then you do need to be mindful of the fact that all the things they're doing cost money. And sometimes you're going to have attorneys who aren't honest and who are billing for no reason or running up bills for no reason. I think for the most part, if you have attorneys that have any kind of activity online, you're not going to run into that as often, because a lot of us are going to be concerned about our reputation. I can tell you for a fact that I make a whole lot more money off of doing a good job for people, doing it efficiently and inexpensively, and them referring me out to other people than I do off of one particular case. Plus, I don't want to be involved in those kinds of cases that are lingering around forever and billing astronomical fees. So you have to think about that when you're hiring somebody and interviewing somebody. On the flip side of that, flat fees are awesome for certain reasons, right? Like if you're a person who really wants to know exactly what you're going to have to pay, you don't want to risk getting nickeled and dimed, you don't want your attorney benefiting over having the case linger, a flat fee is great, right? Because if I get paid a flat fee, I want the case resolved as quickly as possible so that I can move on to the next thing. So if you had a flat fee and you settled immediately thereafter, you might get screwed. I mean, that's something you want to talk to an attorney about when you're hiring them and in the process of hiring them. If you're being billed hourly on hourly billing, and you are talking about signing an agreement so that you can be done with it quickly, and the attorney's response to that, from my perspective, I am always encouraging my clients to settle. We encourage them to settle from beginning to end, settle for reasonable terms and with a reasonable agreement. And sometimes that's best done with parenting stuff, with me getting out of the picture and letting the parents do that. But you do want to have your attorney review it, because I can assure you that even if you and your partner can reach an agreement on things, I've done this about 10,000 times. There's things that I'm going to think about that you may not have thought about. And that doesn't mean telling you not to sign the agreement. It means bringing things to your attention that you may not have thought about, talking about the wording of things so that you stay out of court in the long run. It's not necessarily about being annoyed that you're settling it without me. As an attorney...
So escrow for a lawyer really is talking about our trust account. And depending upon how lawyers bill, if you're doing a flat fee, that's not going to go into a trust account. If you are doing a non-refundable engagement fee, that's not going to go into a trust account. But any money that you pay to an attorney's office for the purpose of them billing against it, that's not a non-refundable fee and that's not a flat fee, it goes into our trust account. It sits there and then we bill, and as we bill, we pull the money out of the trust account to pay ourselves.